Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll answer Peter's question first. The pedagogy of Scottish or Scotland and Scottish High International School goes back with one of our senior-most advisors on the board, having taught in Gordonston School, Scotland for 14 years, and he has said he had had the privilege to spank Prince Charles when he was teaching him. This school has a lot of Scottish footprints. We have the bagpiper with kilts and garters, we have the clans, and we have the largest indoor golf academy around this region. We have horses, we have actual clan names of Scotland, and so on. But coming back to today's debate on marching towards future classrooms, ladies and gentlemen, after the exhilarating sessions of yesterday and today morning, there were a million changes in this presentation, because the perspectives which we got in the seminars yesterday and the presentations by the Honorable Minister, and we have the DU Vice Chancellor and the ministers from Jordan and from Bhutan. Before we even begin to understand how to evolve a future classroom of today, from today, let us get down to the level of the most important person in that classroom, and that is the learner. Let us get down to his or her height, and the moment you do so, you will realize that while physically you are at his height, but you are looking up, because what he wants to do is much beyond. Let's go through this video and try to understand what the learner wants today. That's the question which they ask. If I was your son or daughter, what is the kind of education you would want me to give? Which is the question which we educationists need to ask ourselves. This generation is worried that why a large percentage of their teachers don't use technology or innovation which they want to use. In the next few minutes, as much as Peter permits me, we're going to run through a few videos. We're going to be hearing a few learners, we're going to be hearing a few educators, we're going to be talking about technology, we're going to be traveling around the world and try to evolve a classroom of the future. We'll quickly run through the transformation of a traditional classroom to the current way we all are and what is expected to be in the future. We'll try to evolve that classroom and find keys to that word collaboration which all of us have been talking about since yesterday. A traditional classroom is nothing new to All of us, we have studied in traditional classrooms, which is nothing but a blackboard and a chalk, some classwork and some homework, a little bit of spanking in the olden days. That's the classroom where we all were brought up with, where the teacher was the sage on the stage and we all followed, and that's what Simi was mentioning just before this presentation. The classroom of today is no different. Some of us may raise a hand and say, excuse me, I have a smart board in my class, and I have a Kayan, and I have a e-software, and I have an internet too, and we video conference and so on. But primarily, our classroom of today, especially if you take the Indian unrecognized sector, the masses of schools which are available here are the chalk and the blackboard. What about the classroom for tomorrow? If we are saying that the classroom of today and some of the better schools have a chalk and blackboard and they have a smart board and they have an internet or a Wi-Fi and they video conference and they tweet and they Facebook, what would be the classroom of tomorrow? Before we even think of, I don't have an answer to that, by the way,